I'm Bruce, your boomer consumer. How you doing? This is going to be a fun video, I think. And I'm trying something new, a new technique, a new way of looking at products, a new way of thinking about how I make my review videos. Now, I ask that if you like what I'm doing and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And of course, like the video, and I really appreciate your comments down below. Now, I want to thank Aiyima for sending me the A70 2.1 channel power amplifier. And they sent to me for review, and so, but all opinions are my own. No one's reviewed the video prior to posting. So there you have that. But what I wanted to talk to you about, the difference in the way I'm looking at this, let's do a thought experiment together, all right? Let's say you are in the market for a small amplifier for your home office or den or bedroom, what have you. You've done the research, you've watched the reviews, and you said, you know what, I'm going to pull the trigger. I'm going to go ahead and take my chance and see what this thing is like. I'm going to order it from Amazon. And this is $199. That's how I'm going to review this amplifier, as if I had ordered it and go through the process of setting it up and looking it over, listening to it, and deciding, hey, was it worth the money? So let's get to it right now. Okay, we just took this out of its shipping box. This is the Aiyima A70. You get 2 times 300 watts per channel, 2.0 or 2.1 channel power amplifier. So it supports your speakers and a subwoofer. That's cool. I like that. What other features do you get with this? Well, you also get the TPA 3255 chip, Class D power amplifier, designed with a feedback loop technology that reduces distortion. You get a 6-layer PCB inside of there for better signal and audio purity. That's what the ad says. 12-volt trigger on the unit, push-button cycling for RCA and XLR inputs. Ships with either a 36 or 48-volt power supply, although I believe you can get this without a power supply at all for like $169.99. Of course, you get your subwoofer output, and it's got a fully balanced design. That's cool. Let's go ahead and get this unboxed. All right. Let's go ahead and get it. You actually have to turn it upside down. That's all right. Let's see. That's that way. All right. So now we do it this way. Okay, cool. All right. What do we got here? We got product warranty card. All right. Oh, QC, quality control, passed. Cool. Okay, we got the user manual. Just your usual booklet. Yeah, we don't need that. Heck with it. All right, we got a power cord. I like that. I like it when you got an external power supply and you get a separate cord. I like that. Got your little figure 8 configuration there. Cool. All right. Power supply. Let's see what we got. Okay. 48 volts, 5 amps. Oh, there you have it. Power supply. And then finally, take a look in here. Just the amp itself. Oh, right. It's really in there. Oh, there we go. Nothing else in the box. There we go. And there it is. You see, just compared to my hand, give you an idea of the size. It's small, but it's tall. I like that. So we've got nice. Oh, I see. You got to kind of push it in to turn it off and on. Yeah, you got this interesting ventilation on here for cooling. Of course, it passed quality control. Okay, let's take a look at the back of this thing. Nice. Got your speaker terminals. And, all right. Use like a spade. You can use banana plugs. Got your XLR inputs. Your audio input. Subwoofer out. This is a nice touch right here. you got a low pass filter. Got a low pass filter for your subwoofer. You know why that's important? Here's why it's important. Rather than having the filter on the sub, it's better to have it on the amplifier if you can, because that way the really deep bass signals are not going to the speakers, but they're going to go to the subwoofer. And I think that is a good idea because, for example, I've got the KEF Q150s, and you don't want to slam those with a lot of bass. It's possible you can actually damage the drivers. This way, all those low frequencies would go to the sub. On the back here, your RCA, you can also add 3 dB of gain. You've got your power input, and then your 12-volt trigger. So everything you need right on the back, easily accessible. I like that. Metal cabinet. Seems to be nicely made. Got little indicators on here in the front. It's going to be for your RCA, let you know power's on, and XLR. That's what you get. It does seem to be pretty solid made, nice metal case. You know, it's kind of designed to keep this thing nice and cool. And so we're going to go ahead next. I'm going to go ahead and set it up. Maybe play a little bit of royalty-free music just to kind of get an idea how it sounds. And then I'll be back for the rest of the video. Okay, I just got done playing some copyright-free music from the YouTube Creators Library group called Rizal, and the tune is called Love You. And I think it's a real nice demo of especially the highs and the mids of the amp. So yeah, that sounded pretty good. But I also, unfortunately due to copyright and all that, I can't play this for you, but this is something I use to audition amplifier speakers and that kind of thing. This really is an audiophile grade recording. It's called Friday Night in San Francisco, and it's jazz, and it is fantastic. It's guitar music. It's beautiful. I can't recommend this album enough. It's just so wonderful. And I test my stuff with this, and it's okay. Here's what you want to know, right? Is it clear? Is the music coming out of here clear? I think so. I thought it was very clear. I think it was very detailed. So no problem there. I thought bass sounded pretty good on it. If I had to compare this with the ZA3, I thought that the A70 might just have a little bit more sparkle in the high end, but I also felt the bass was just a little bit more muddy. But not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. If you're going to pair this with bookshelf speakers, you should have a subwoofer anyhow, and this is going to give you an advantage over the ZA3, for example, from Fosi Audio. So keep that in mind, all right? But nice and clear, detailed, sounds wonderful. Great CD, check it out. Friday Night in San Francisco. I think there's even a Saturday Night in San Francisco. And, oh, wow, just a tremendous recording. You know, everybody's going... So, hey, get a copy of Jazz at the Pawn Shop. I say this is better. I really do. I played this for quite some time, a whole variety of music. It never got real hot, and boy, it does get real loud. Okay, one last thing about the power output, right? So this shipped with the 48 volt, 5 amp power supply into 8 ohms is putting out 105 watts per channel. And if you put it into 4 ohms, it claims to be 185 per channel. That's the output power. So there you go. One last thing. When I was listening to music and testing this thing out, I didn't really hear any, just, the noise floor, didn't hear anything through the speakers. So that's a good thing to have, all right? Yeah, I really don't think I'd be all that disappointed with this as a purchase. I think that it's a nice size. It's going to work well in a desktop environment or a cabinet, something like that. This is going to be very versatile. I think it compares well with the ZA3. I think Aiyima did a great job on there. There's a T1 Pro preamp I'm just dying to test this with. And as soon as it gets over here from the mainland China for testing, I'm going to hook it up to this and see how it sounds. But I really think, if I paid the $199, the $200 for this, I don't think I'd be all that disappointed. Okay, so let me give you my overall impression of this. It seems to be well made. They use some good parts in there. Wasn't terribly expensive. I don't like the fact that you can actually order one without a power supply, because people are going to inadvertently do that and they're going to be pissed. So make sure that yours comes with the power supply. As far as the sound quality goes, it's very clear, very detailed. It does a great job. Where I think it's not that great is in the lower bass. It felt a little bit muddy to me at times, but the top end has a sparkle to it that, and for my reference Class D amplifier, I am using the Fosi Audio ZA3 for day-to-day stuff. And to compare the two, well, the Fosi didn't have quite the sparkle on the high end, the highs that the A70 does, but it does have better control of the bass than the A70. So, and it's it's a cheaper unit. I think they're like $150 versus the $199. But that being said, if you want to connect a subwoofer and you've got that low pass filter, I just kind of think this might be a little bit better way to go, unless you're looking at, say, running the V3s from Fosi, the monoblocks. Then that might be a different story. But still, you got the subwoofer, you got the low pass filter on there, which is super smart, and that makes it a really good deal. So would I buy this or not for myself? If I was in the market currently for a Class D amplifier, this would be one of the top contenders, okay? But I got to tell you, I also like the Fosi Audio ZA3. It's kind of tough, but I think, look, if you're going to get like some passive bookshelf speakers and you're going to add a sub, by all means, I think this might be a better way to go. It's just a few bucks more, but the A70 gets really loud. So as far as the power, I really wouldn't worry about it. I drove those my KEF Q150s loud. So yeah, it's got plenty of pep. Seems to be well made. I'd say go for it, or definitely consider it. That's it. Bruce Naylor, Boomer Consumer. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.